September eve for Sheboygan North rival Sheboygan South. Hello everybody, my name is Mike Martin. Joining me this week is the coach, Chris Wright. Chris, we got a couple of 0-3 teams. Let's tell it like it is. They're not very good, but it could make for a very good game.
Well, I was thinking about things today, Marty, and one thing is I looked at this team I think there's 4 defeated. They've all South. I mean, so you're talking about the North and South that got no, again, playing somebody a little lighter, maybe playing a Manitowoc or a Southwest.
No schedule breaks.
Right. They got to play. So the teams are a little bit in their area. So, you know, you got some teams that are ranked in Bayport, Notre Dame, and Pulaski's that's doing quite well. So we'll just see what happens tonight.
I was talking to Trevor Tragle, one of the North High coaches. He said they actually played pretty good against Notre Dame. It should have been 35-21. They turned the ball over a couple of times when they got deep, but they did move the ball. Let's talk about tonight's game. As you look at South and North, the strengths of North.
Well, it's
on offense.
On offense. Well, it's kind of simple. I looked up the stats a little bit today, and it appears that South can't run the ball and North can't throw the ball. So you got two opposite ends. Maybe one team can throw a little bit, one team can run a little bit. Now, part of that rushing stats a little bit is sacks thing, so that takes into account. So we're going to see kind of a team that's probably going to try to run the ball a little bit, and we're going to see a team that tries to throw it in South. So, you know, two completely different teams and the way they do things. And we saw South a couple of weeks ago, last week again. You know, they do a lot of good things, I thought, South, but just a lot of mistakes. And it sounds like the same thing with North already. You know, they've been making some mistakes. And, you know, trying to find a way to they can't hit penalties. Seasons. You know, if you're going to be good football, you got to clean that stuff up. And you still have time in the season.
One of the things that we in the defense, you know, if they could clean up the defense a little bit, at least stay close, they might have a chance. We didn't have a chance to see North yet this year, and they've given up quite a few points. South we've seen, and you know, mixed results on that. What do you see on the defensive side?
I think it's the same thing as we were talking before. You know, one thing that even when the programs weren't doing so well, one of the things, you know, that you always can rely on is tackling. And, you know, missed tackling is one of those things that you know, our team's going to send people after years, you know, to create some different things. And can the team things like that? So, you know, it's just simple things. Defense can make, you know, do your tackling that you're supposed to be doing. And again, I think another key tonight would be those turnovers.
Things that both teams done. And, but there is some talent. North and South have played the strongest teams in the conference. Actually, that could be a good thing in terms of tonight's game.
Yeah, it is. And with the experience they've had, and now hopefully you got things cleaned up. I mean, it's week 4. I mean, it's only, what, September 8th or whatever we are today, even though it feels like October 8th. But like I said, we're going to set up for tonight, and then, like I said, the schedule gets a little bit easier. Who knows? Maybe they can knock off Manitowoc or Southwest.
One thing that South did last week on offense is they started junior. And now he didn't do much against the opponent last week. They were pretty good, but he has some speed. He could come.
Yeah, we do have a little bit of talent out here. Talented players out there, and there's some athletes out there, and we're hoping to expose that to them tonight.
Well, we got a chance to see Trey Klesic, you know, and top-notch receivers. North on the flip side, that Turner Kraus looks like a good player, and then their running back, Preston Schetzer, he can run the ball, and he's got some pretty good yardage, actually.
Yeah, Brennan, catches I saw in the cotton. I had Preston really quick, Marty.
Well, that makes a big difference, obviously. We're going to step out. When we come back, we'll have the national anthem and the starting lineups, and then the kickoff for tonight's ball game. Also, you want
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Hey, going out like that?
Yeah, why?
Well, what would the neighbors think?
I see you! Come look at Mr. Feather. Look what I have. Mr. Bird, remember? Bark, bark, bark. We're just playing. We're just playing on trying to get you out of here.
Even still.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection.
Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
Stay off me now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this evening's game between the Sheboygan North High Golden Raiders and the Sheboygan South High Red Wings. Let's welcome the visitors, the Red Wings. Sheboygan South High. And now being led onto the field, the 8th grade youth football team. Welcome the very own Sheboygan North High Golden Raiders. Providing athletic team coverage for tonight's teams, Sarah Bridgauer and Jim Schultz from Aurora Sports Health. While Aurora Sports Health will learn how you can take your training to another level. Visit them at aurora.org/sports.
Both teams come into tonight's ball game 0-3, and South is coached by Jason Harder, and North coached by Joey O'Brien. Last week, North lost to Notre Dame 35-7. South lost to Pulaski, I believe it was 37-6.
Yep.
So both teams looking for a win this week, and Chris is pretty happy because we're going to get some interviews after the ball game tonight, no matter what.
Yep, absolutely. And again, throw out the records in the season. There's nothing like a North-South game, and I know, Marty, you've played in them, and you know, it's still a big deal to the kids.
3-0.
Yeah. Oh.
I was 3-0.
And that's right after South had some pretty good teams too, Marty.
The year, my senior year, South had only, I think they finished 3-4, but they were a better football team than that. They had some really, really good players, and just not enough of them.
And as we go along, we'll talk. I know they're talking about changing up the league a little bit in conference, and maybe that'll help a little bit. But the bottom line is you got to get some more kids out, more kids involved in activities in general. Doesn't matter if it's just football. It can be cross country or soccer or anything.
Anything to keep them off the streets.
Yep, and being busy.
Carter Bell is going to do the kicking. Porter Yang, one of the deep backs for South. And a short kick taken on about the 30-yard line. And South gets it in pretty good field position. I don't know what the strategy was there, Chris.
No, and we've seen that at KLC a lot, but tough one there, especially with the wind, Marty. You think you would
want to kick it deep, yeah.
Little sock there.
The ball is spotted on the 34-yard line.
I believe that was Marcus Fish who caught that ball for South.
Plessig, the quarterback, and alongside him is Jackson Wolf, number 17. Brennan is the wideout right at the bottom of your screen. Plessig keeps it, and he gets popped pretty hard and knocked back. Making the big hit that time was number 24, I believe it was, Braden Anderson.
Yep. Well, we got a hanky on the field. Did we say mistakes? And
personal foul on South.
And we've seen this before with South. Always starting in a first and long situation.
And they do not have the type of offense that can overcome those long yardage situations. Ball is all the way back to the 21-yard line. And it's back to first down. Plessig loading it up, now pulls it down and runs. Slips by one tackler, and then he's hit and dropped at the 34, the original line of scrimmage. So a 13-yard pickup.
Another big run there allowed by the North defense. But again, Plessing using that speed and taking advantage of using those legs, Marty.
Yeah, good decision to tuck it under. You can hear the coaches yelling out, read your keys. Quick out to, taken down right at the line of scrimmage was the receiver. Zabel on the catch.
No, I think it was Krugel, Marty, number
10. Number 10?
Yep.
It's going to be third down. Give him a yard gain on that pass play.
pair of baseball players there, Marty, Klessing to Krugel.
Big third down here for North, see if they can stop it. Also for South to keep the drive alive. Quick out and not able to make the catch was the running back, Elliot Pan. He's been a favorite target of Klessig over the couple games we've covered, Chris.
Yeah, and it was a good play and a good route, just missed on the pass.
Yeah, they cleared it out for him.
Yep. Nice play call there. Coach Harder and his staff at Sheboygan South. I believe Brennan is the punter as well.
Yep, he's been doing the punting the last couple of weeks. Dave Johnson comes up. I don't know why he tried to catch that one, boy. North was lucky to get the fumbled punt.
Well, in games like this, Marty, field position is key.
You know, we thought South had good field position for their first possession. North has even better field position. They're at the 44.
Yeah, well, Brennan had to punt into the wind, Marty, and so very difficult to get anything off on that one. And you're right. Right away, North in good.
Quinton Shea is the wideout at the bottom of your screen. Kraus at quarterback. Man in motion. Give it to the first back through. That was number 20, Preston Schetzer, and I think we'll be calling his number quite often tonight.
Yeah, as I mentioned in the opening, former student of mine. I have a few of his brothers and sisters in my classes, and one thing Preston always did was have great speed.
Quick 5 yards.
Krause a junior, Schetzer a junior. I know Marty mentioned in the opening, a lot of young players on both teams.
Man in motion is Shea, and they give it up the middle. South up to the task that time. A short gain, maybe 2 yards. Again, Schetzer on the carry.
And again, we have numbers for South that aren't there. Number 78, I believe, had that stop, Marty. There is no 78.
Yeah, there is. He's on the field. Just not on your program.
And in your hearts.
Yeah, there you go. All right, big third down play. 3rd and about 4. And South jumps offside. Unfortunate there. Boy, oh boy.
Well, it took them 3.5 minutes and 2 big penalties already on South. First to put them on a big hole when they started their first drive, and now an offside for a first down.
We got Nathan Ralsey at center for North, Gage Oldenburg and Jonathan Bauman at the guards, and Larry Vandewigge and Cassius Rodafox at tackles. I think I got that wrong. Isaiah Holfels is the other tackle. Man in motion, second back through, and South swarming to the ball. One of the players getting off the pile for the Red Wings was Nicholas Bennett.
Anderson again on the carry, Marty, number 24. He's also a junior.
It's going to be 2nd down and 9. Man in motion, give it to the first back through. Schetzer, he gets it down near the 40-yard line. The quick hitters have been a little more successful for North. It's going to be 3rd down and about 6.
Well, we mentioned in the opening, North struggling with the passing game this year, just 20 yards total in passing. So I wouldn't be shocked here to see another run and maybe another run after that, Marty.
Kraus ducks under center. Right behind him is Schetzer. Anderson in motion. They give it to Schetzer up the middle. He's close. I don't think he has it, Chris, but he's very close. Let's try and get that offensive line for North again. Nathan Ralsey is the center. Gage Oldenburg and Jonathan Bauman are the guards. Cassius Rodfox and Isaiah Holfeltz are the tackles. Tight end is Ben Vorpal, number 80. It's going to be 4th and about 2.
Yep. High formation, Marty.
First back through gets hammered right at the line of scrimmage. All depends on the spot. And South thinks they've stopped them, and so does North. They're going to switch teams.
Not a bad call.
Nope.
But South was up to the challenge. And we're basically back to where we started the game at 12 minutes at the 35-yard line.
Right, exactly.
35 and a half, maybe.
We'll call it the 35.
Thank you.
Wolf still in the backfield with Klessig. 2 wide receivers off to the right. Handoff to Wolf, and he's dragging some tacklers and picking up a few yards. That's the hardest we've seen Jackson run this year.
Well, I know that we mentioned that they're struggling on their running game, but I thought a couple weeks ago when we saw them take on state-ranked Bayport, they still kept with the run, Murray, just to try to keep Bayport honest. And I think they're going to continue to try to do that throughout the season.
Another handoff to Wolf. He slips by one tackler and dives forward over the 40-yard line, picks up about 3 more. It'll be third down for South.
Yeah, and they're going to mark it about the 42, 43, so it's up a 3rd down. And 3. Going into the wind is South. So just probably trying to survive this.
Yeah, exactly.
This quarter.
South operating with a 3-man line and a couple outside linebackers. Dive up the middle is going to be short of the 1st down by a good yard. Jackson Wolf again on the carry.
Now South has a decision to make. If I was South, I would punt, but.
Well, you're right. The defense has done the job.
It's 4th and 1. Why would you give them a short field? Again, you don't give anything away here.
Dave Johnson is back to receive the punt from South.
Yeah.
End over end kick, not very deep, but does get a decent bounce.
30-yard punt, Marty, but again, it did its purpose. Sent North back inside their 25.
It's a little like that game last night.
Oh.
Both teams had trouble putting the ball in the end zone.
Yep, a lot of flags last night too. Oh, it's tough to watch.
North comes out with 2 wide receivers off to the right. Schetzer in the backfield behind Kraus. And Kraus keeps it and lunges forward up over the 30-yard line. Nice run by Turner Kraus. There's something we haven't seen yet tonight. Give him 8 yards on the pickup on the play.
Boy, Kraus is not exactly hustling back to the line of scrimmage here, or excuse me, to the huddle.
Get a little dinged up.
No, just getting a play, and now they're in trouble. As the official starts waving his hand. And there
There
goes
it
your
is.
delay. Well, a timeout instead by North, Marty.
Avoid the penalty with a timeout. We have 3:25 left in the first quarter. No score. We'll be right back. Back at North High School, where you can see it on there, no score yet. The crew tonight, we have Robert Ingram is our director. Richard Bartson is running that top camera. Greg Zablocki is on the field camera. Nathan Free is in the truck running graphics. And up here in the booth, we have a cast of thousands. Mike Martin and Chris Wright leading the way. A play up the middle, not much doing there. South with the good defense. One of the defenders was Lane Thompson, throwing the North running back. No gain.
Well, we've seen North do nothing on the perimeter and not throwing the ball either, Marty.
You're right. They've kept everything between the guards.
Yeah.
That was a big play. Forces North into a third down play, and
we'll see.
They had third and short before and couldn't get it done.
We'll see if something's going to be set up now for that, since pull in all the.
That's a penalty on North. We had Schetzer in motion, moving forward. Changes the whole complexion of what you're going to call.
I was going to say that North may be setting South up as they get a little tighter in the box, hoping to maybe spring one on the perimeter.
You see Kraus entering the huddle, picking up the play from the sideline. It's 3rd and 7 now. Julie Scheffner is the widest of the wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. Kraus picks up a couple good blocks on the wing. Oh, ran into his own guy and got knocked down.
Let me tell you, if he would have kept going to his left, Marty, I think it was wide open over there because the flow of the receivers, and so the D-backs all came this way. I think if he would have gone to the outside, he would have maybe made it.
Kraus, a left-hander. Pokorzinski punt is away, not very deep, and I'm not even sure if he got it over the 50-yard line, Chris.
They're going to say barely.
Yeah, marking it at the 47. Got a friendly spot that time. It's going to be a good field position for the Red Wings.
Yeah.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Yes, and the quarter is dwindling. Just what South wants is basically to take the wind in that quarter and get into their own field position into North territory.
Klessig on a quick out. Avoided one tackle. Tackler did Krugel, but a couple other support players for North came up, and even though it was a completion, it goes for no gain.
Yeah, Patrick on stop for North.
Got Brennan as the wide out, and you can just see the slot there. That's Krugel. Klessig looking, going deep down the sideline, and a good catch made by Brennan, the North defensive back, Crispin Wesley, thought he had an interception, but it sailed over his head, and Brennan made the catch.
Yeah, they decided to just fling it up. About a 5-inch height differential between Wesley and Brennan, and just basically a jump ball, and Brennan made the catch.
22-yard pickup on that play. It's got to give South a little hop in their step. Wolf right through a big opening on the right side, and a little late falling down by a couple of South players, but Wolf with a nice run. Picks up about 7. And we got 10 seconds left in the quarter. I'm not sure they're going to get a playoff. Going to let it run down.
Take the win, Marty.
Yep. And that is the end of the first quarter. No score.
I know, 2 seconds. Hang on, just stand still. Stand still.
Boys, hang on, boys!
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just...
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
All right, getting ready to start second quarter action. It's 2nd down and 3 for the Red Wings. Ball spotted on the 24-yard line. Hand off to Jackson again, trying to hit that right tackle spot that they made good yardage on, but North up to the task. Held them to maybe 1 yard on the play.
Everett Streen on the stop, number 32 for North. He's an outstanding bowler. Everett does a really nice job, and something that not always covered by North or anything, but is a good bowler.
Oh, what a nice picture that is. Sky kind of yellowish as it goes down tonight. Jackson, fake handoff to him. Klesic gets to the outside. He dropped the ball. I think he was able to cover it up, however.
Oh,
no, North has it. Boy, Klesic just broke outside. He was wide open and just fumbled the ball without being hit.
Wow.
Looked like Crespin Wesley on the recovery, Chris, so he makes up for that long pass play.
You're right, Marty. I thought he might go to the house.
Yes, that's exactly what it looked like. Ball is spotted on the 20-yard line. Kraus under center again. Schetzer in motion. He does not take the handoff. Was the lead blocker, but not much happening there on no gainer.
Well, North has a situation now where they're against the wind, but we've seen that they only attempted one pass in that first quarter, but they were sacked on that one. But so this is a team that's going to try to run it, and South, after initially allowing some big plays, has really clamped down on that running game of North.
Braden Anderson in motion. Handoff is on the inside, but nothing doing. South bottling up any running lanes inside the tackles.
That was Love Behringer, Marty, number 28. Well, they're saying Schetzer. I don't think it is.
Yeah, I don't think so. And I think they called Schetzer the first carry, too, and I know he didn't get it because he was out blocking.
Yeah, I know it was Love Beringer on both of those. He played, I know, a year ago.
Yep, I remember calling that name. I do. Another no-gainer makes it 3rd down and 10. Kraus looking deep. Left-hander's got a man open. Oh, not able to make the catch was Anderson. Tried to catch it over the shoulder. On the defense for South was Philip Clavel Jr.
Hit him in the shoulder pad, Marty.
Yeah, he made a good play on it, I thought. Just couldn't come up with it.
And now North is in big trouble.
Yeah.
Because they have to punt into the wind. And they're only at the 20.
Joshua Pokorzinski had a short punt last time.
Yep, 25 yards.
South sends 2 return men back.
Oh, that's kind of a good deal too, short and long.
Knuckleball takes a sideway bounce. South is going to get it at North's 42-yard line. That was only a 22-yarder, I think, Chris.
Yep. Here come the big boys for South. Out to set the table.
Jack Worrell in there. Dane Grothman, Garrett Scapoletto, Owen Case, Nicholas Bennett, and Kalen Buckner. Hand off to Jackson. He sprints through the middle and he's got a 1st down. Wow, was he quick on that run, Chris?
Jackson Wolf finding some daylight.
Ball is spotted on the 31-yard line.
He hasn't hit holes like this in 3 weeks. This is kind of fun, he's thinking right now.
Exactly. Got that right. They might keep feeding him the ball. He's really quick again. He gets bolts through the line, and North can't handle him. Another great run by Wolf.
Carter Bell, the Bell brothers, the last of the Bell brothers on the stop there, but a big gainer for Wolf.
We haven't seen this kind of running out of South in the previous 2 games. Ball is spotted on the 12-yard line. It was a 19-yard pickup that time. So 11 and 19 yards. Klessig give it to Bell again. That time he fell down in the backfield trying to make a cut to the left.
That time I'm not sure I would have given it to him that time, just to
give him a break, right?
Yeah, give him a little rest. And
Wolf in the backfield yet. Klessig looking, rolling. He's got Wolf open on the side, and he makes the catch, but he's knocked down right away. Anderson on the stop for the Raiders. They're going to Wolf a lot on this possession.
it's been Wolf and Wolf and Wolf and Wolf.
Yeah. 3rd down and 7. Klessig rolling. Now going back the other way, looking for an opening. He's dodging the defense. He's going to dive for the end zone. They're marking it down at about the 1-yard line, Chris.
What a great call, Marty. What a great call. Everyone was flowing to the right, and he just, it looked like a played call that way because he came back across to the left into a wide open area there, and nice play.
You mentioned Klessig is pretty quick. You knew about him, and he certainly showed it there. We've seen glimpses of it in the first couple games. Klesick keeps it and takes it in untouched, I might add, right off a left tackle for a touchdown, and South is on top.
Well, the short field for South, just kind of like they wanted it. It was all kind of set up in that first quarter. You could see it. And some big runs by Wolf. And of course, Klessing gets to finish it up after Wolf got the majority. But there was a nice run by Trey there at the there.
Leo Hang back to punt, but it's a fake punt. Klesick keeping it, running for the end zone. Did he get in the corner?
Yes.
It looks like he did. 2-point conversion.
Wow, another great call. You would assume that they were going to take the extra point with the wind, but instead Klessing tucks it under. And that's why we like North-South games.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right.
Coach Harder now can, when they meet again, you remember that call after our touchdown?
Some first quarter totals, Chris.
Yes.
South had 51 total yards, 23 passing, 28 rushing. North had no passing yards and 23 yards rushing. And South looks like they're going to surpass their rushing from the first quarter based on that last drive.
Oh, yeah.
They look pretty good. I'm sure Norris scouted South those first couple games, and they never saw that fake.
No.
And all they saw was Leo Hang attempting extra points and kicking off.
Well, I just think field position, excuse me, is so critical, and North was pinned back and had that punt into the wind, and South just took complete advantage of it.
One thing Leo has not done is kick the ball very deep, and he's kicking with the wind this time. Let's see what happens. Line drive picked up at the 20. We got some good speed on the outside for North. Making the good return was Quinton Shea. Wow.
Why isn't he getting the ball more? Holy
Really?
cow. You got to use that weapon. Wow. Holy cow. That was good speed.
Quinton Shea on the long return. Got it into South territory. We'll call it the 49. Picked it up at the 20, makes it a 31-yard return, Chris.
Wow. I was impressed.
North in a tighter formation. Anderson in motion. Kraus keeping it and lunges forward for maybe a yard. Again, great defense by South. Going to be second down. Second down and 10. No gain on that play. Shea is the wideout at the bottom of your screen. He's the kid with the long return. Quinton Anderson in motion. Flip to him. First wide play by North. And not much doing there. The North defense, or pardon me, the South defense doing a good job. Elliott Pett on one of the players getting off the pile.
Good observation there, Marty. First time they tried to do something outside. We have a penalty flag, Marty. Just hold on here. Oh, no, it's the ball. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
No flag.
No flag. Chris likes it that way. Fake handoff. Kraus keeps it. He's got some running room and a great tackle on the wing That one made by Clavel. Wow, did he hit Kraus? But not until he picked up about 6-7 yards on that play.
Yep, and it's going to set up a 4th and 1. Another nice job going outside, but I agree with you, Marty. Clavel with a big stick. Otherwise, that would have been a big gainer.
I was going to say Kraus looked like he was heading for a first down, and Clavel stopped him dead. All right, we got 5:03 left until halftime. We'll be right back.
Living near the water, it's a dream come true for many, except when there's flooding or a hurricane. That's why people who live near lakes and rivers, by the ocean and bayside, are working with their local planners to make sure that protection from all sorts of natural disasters is part of the planning process. Learn more at planning.org. That's planning.org.
So far in the ball game, Chris, South has shown much better balance on offense between passing and running. All right, 4th and 1. Kraus under center, and we had a North lineman jump. And illegal procedure on the Raiders. Going to make it 4th and 6.
Just call timeout, just set up the play, Marty, and then that's what you get.
I wonder if you're going to go for it now, Chris. 5:03 left.
Well, might as well.
That would kick him deep. Maybe you get another turnover.
Yep.
You don't want to give him the ball near midfield. 5 minutes is a long time. Anderson in motion. Handoff, not going to be even close to a first down. Schetzer on the carry. I don't know. I don't like that play.
I don't like that play either.
No, that they didn't get it.
Well, I'm just saying that's, you know, they've been running that and they haven't gotten 6-7 yards before. Why are you going to get one this time?
Yeah.
You know, it's just a strange. Try some misdirection or something out of your playbook a little fancier than that.
1st and 10 for the Red Wings. There's time left. There's Clavel Jr., the kid that made the big stop on Kraus. He's pretty quick in the backfield too, Chris.
We talked about him in the opening. Wolf's had some success.
Yeah, give him a little bit of a break.
They're looking for Clavel, I think, needs to. He's coming out there, though. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah.
He's going to the side, Marty, and going to be looked at, though. Oh. He walked off real well, but now he's not walking very well. That's a tough break for Phillip.
Klessig ducked under the rush of North, and then he gets sacked back at the 40-yard line.
Well, I thought he was going to throw it there. He probably thought he could get through there, Trey did, but they crashed in on him pretty well there, and now it's 3rd and 8.
Ball is spotted right at the 40-yard line. You get a whistle, and
South's going to call timeout.
South calls a timeout this time, running a little short on the clock. Didn't want to get the penalty. It is 3rd down. Chris said it was 3rd and 8. Looks like it's a long 8 too. 3:32 left until halftime. Stick around. We've got Marty needs a minute right before we start the second half. Not sure about halftime entertainment. We usually do for a North-South game.
Next week will be at Kohler. There's Coach Bell. who has brothers here. I know that next week will be KLC, correct?
Yes, Random Lake at KLC. You'll be doing that game. I will not. By the way, I worked alone last week.
That's not so bad, though, is it?
No, I did pretty good. You know, it was really nice. I never had these people tapping me on the shoulder to get my head up.
I know I had to do a game here once when a couple people felt it's not so bad.
All righty, here we go. 3rd down and 8. Plessick back, goes to the side, and his wide receiver was interfered with. Lars Krugel right at the 50-yard line. A flag came out, and I think North is going to get flagged for interference. And that'll be a 1st down for the Red Wings.
I would like to see that one again.
Yeah, pass interference.
Because either he was taken out of the play or a different route or something, but big penalty, 15
yeah,
yards.
all the way down to the North 45-yard line. That was a big one. And it gives South another set of downs.
And inside of North territory, which Marty said if you weren't going to make it North, it gives South a golden opportunity to get into your territory.
There we got him. He's got him. He made the catch. It was a juggler, but Krugel on the touchdown from 45 yards out. Beat the DB and was wide open. You know, Chris, that was actually a thing of beauty.
Yeah, there was nobody there.
Like to get a replay of that ball.
Right on the line with the wind. Now what are we going to get from South here?
I think we're going to let Leo kick it. Good snap and set, and Hang with a strong kick through the uprights makes it 15-0 North with 3:30 left.
Once again, shorter field, and South took advantage.
I was just thinking, Chris, you know, the South coaches up top must have seen something on a formation, and they thought we can get Krugel on a deep pass, and he only had one guy to beat, and he did it.
Yeah, well, again, set up by the North penalty, too, the pass interference. It would have been 4th down. Instead, the pass interference call.
By the way, they ran the exact same play two times in a row.
Yeah. And the interference call set up the 1st down. And very next play, as Marty said, pay dirt. Pay at this window. 15-0 South. See how Coach O'Brien's squad responds. Not just here, but when they come out in the second half.
Yeah, keep an eye on Shea, number 9. He had a great return last time. The other return man for North is Day Johnson, number 1. Goes to Shea again. This time he takes it at the 10, looking for an opening. And he gets it up to the 20, and that's where he's pulled back and knocked down.
Well, when he started to accelerate, the feet didn't move as they slipped on the turf. And so he couldn't get started as quickly.
All right, 3:13 left. Luke Wildman right in the middle of the defense, playing middle linebacker for South. Little fake inside. North gets the corner and has a first down out over the 35.
Was Anderson there?
Anderson on the long carry. Longest run of the day for North.
Good fake there to Love Behringer.
Well, they're calling him out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 17-yard pickup for Anderson.
Boy, I thought he ran out of bounds too. Clock's still moving though, Marty.
Yeah.
Under 3.
Starting to go a little wide now, Chris. Not getting much up the middle, although they fumble by North. Schetzer on the carry, I believe, and he fumbled it.
I think it was Love Behringer.
Officials timeout. Love Behringer on the carry, you're right, Chris.
Boy, I thought the ground kind of caused that fumble too, Marty.
Yeah, they're going to give him 10 yards and a first down.
Looked like he stretched out, and when he hit the ground, the ball bounced away.
Ball is spotted at the 47-yard line about.
Yeah, they're moving the ball. Now they've used 2 of their timeouts already.
Yeah, they got 1 left.
So
Clock running, 2:25. Dave Johnson is the wide receiver. Can't catch the number of the guy in the slot. Kraus rolling, quick throw, he's got his man. Out of bounds is Anderson. Don't do too much talking, and there it is. Opening his mouth. Kids just can't be happy.
Nope.
Make a catch and then go back to the huddle and play football.
It's a good call by the official. Marty, you called it right away. That's just a poor decision. Son, you're doing this in high school. You are not getting paid millions of dollars to do little taunts and things, and that was a simple play or simple call right there. He's just killed the momentum. North,
Yep, exactly. Had
North.
nice field position. Now they're going to be back in the South territory.
From one good thing to right back to where you were.
Personal foul against North.
Not a good decision.
Well, those are the kind of things that drive coaches crazy.
Yep. Moving the ball, good plays, and you do that.
All right, it is going to be a 1st and 10 back in South territory at the 47. Anderson remains in the ball game in the slot position out to the right. Love Behringer in the backfield behind Kraus. Quick out, that's a backward pass. You better get the football there. They're going to mark it right there. That's right, that's a backward pass.
Swing pass to Johnson wrong.
Yeah.
By the way, Anderson would have been standing next to me, Marty, on the sidelines after that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I had to put him on the bench right away. Teach him a lesson. -4 on that running play. We'll give it to, I guess, to Kraus. Threw it out of bounds. 2nd down and 14. .201 left in the half. Kraus pitches it back to Anderson. He's got an opening. And Krugel making the big tackle. South actually looking better on both sides of the ball, Chris. Their tackling is a little more sure than North's been so far tonight. Ball is spotted at the South 46 now.
Well, the good news is he had a big carry there. The bad news is when you subtract 15 yards, I mean, you could be inside the 20 here, but
yeah,
now you're still at the 46. 3rd down.
Kraus running.
In trouble.
Yeah, he gets sacked at the 49-yard line, a loss of 6.
Something that just hasn't always been a strength for North is offensive line play. Boys got to be better than that if they want to, got to give their quarterback some chance to throw the football, and it hasn't been the case yet. And now they're going to punt.
Yeah, right.
50 seconds left.
And counting. Well, you might as well let the clock run out. Take the penalty.
Yep.
Or you can use your timeout. You're not going to be able to use it anymore. And
Somebody's calling timeout.
South is calling a timeout. Maybe they're looking for the block, Chris.
Well, we've seen some things from North here that on this drive, which hopefully bodes well for them in the second half. And obviously, South found a running game here in the
For
first
sure.
in the first half.
They look good running the ball.
We'd also like to thank our banner sponsors, Student 25 Football, Culver's, ACY, Joshua Cabana, and the Sign Shop.
Looking for this.
Banner sponsors of North High Football.
KLC is at Random Lake next week. We mentioned that. You have that game. Line drive punt. Takes a sideways bounce, goes out of bounds at about the 21. But does push South back with 34 seconds left. Well, like you said, Chris, North actually got something going. You know, they had a 17-yard run and a 10-yard run and a 13-yard pass. And it was at that point that we had a 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty called. And
on a taunt.
Yes, after a nice play, after the 13-yard completion, and that stopped the drive.
Well, if I'm North secondary, I am deep, deep, and deeper. How far back can I be? Because it doesn't matter. You got to let them catch it in front of you.
Plessig on a quick out. Nice catch by Krugel, I think that was.
I think it's
Peton.
Yep. Right there, South's going to use their last timeout, Marty, with 26 clicks. Keith Bondi giving us the timeout there.
Yeah.
Long-time official. You know, you talk about three-sport athletes. He's a three-sport official.
That's right, basketball too, isn't it?
And done it for a long time. And again, something we should appreciate and need officials.
That was actually one of my Marty Needs a Minute topics, if you wanted to use that one for next week, or if you had one of your own.
Keith Bondi, a three.
No. The official thing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know, they take well, I don't want to say a lot of heat, but they do take heat.
Yep.
A lot of it is unnecessary and unjustified. You know, parents ought to chill out. Just watch the ball game.
Yep, enjoy your moment.
Don't get like we do up here in the booth.
Coaches too. Get, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, one of the things I said, Marty, was I'm not doing baseball anymore. I do miss the umpires and going to the park and the number of people that, you know, you run into in Green Bay and around the area that's done games. And
for sure. That's, you know, you got me into that pitch counting business, and I was able to do it this past season for Coach Goes. And it was nice to get involved with that because you still, you know, stay with the game and you get to see some of those people. So appreciate that.
What do we got here?
They're down.
Nope, we have an injured player, Marty. We have an injured player. I don't know what happened there where something would go wrong where he's running down. I mean, that was just a straight streak. I mean, there's no blocking there. So maybe some footing of some sort, I would imagine.
Pull a muscle or maybe get a cramp.
Yeah.
Hopefully just a cramp.
But no, getting back to the officiating, I mean, I would go up to the Green Bay areas and, you know, you'd recognize people and, you know. And One thing Coach Van Vagel and I did too after every game, which not to pat us on the back or anything, is regardless of the outcome, is we always shook the hands of the umpires and just you know, it's one of those thank yous and you know.
Yeah, that's a good way to approach it.
And I know
Dooley Scheffner is our injured player, Chris, number 7. Hopefully Dooley will be back after halftime. You know, you talk about people that you know, and we were out on the field, and you know, he said hi to Keith Bondi, but the other official is walking with him. He comes up to me, he says, "Hey, I remember you. You remember me? You know, we umpired together out in Grafton one night." And I do remember. I don't remember his last name. His first name's Gary, and he had the plate, I had the bases. He did a heck of a job. All righty, 21 seconds left. 3rd down. Klessig's got his arm loosened up. Hands it off to Jackson, who sprints up the middle. And he's going to get knocked down at the 39-yard line.
Now, South could down it here, Marty. The clock stops for the 1st down. Let's see if they're going to down it. You know, you can spike the ball and then they're just going to run a play, I guess.
12 seconds and counting. Klessig looking. Throws short towards Peton, but pass goes incomplete. 3 seconds left. Well, they hit on a deep one earlier, a 45-yarder to Lars Krugel, and I'm sure that's what they're looking to do here. Find lightning in a bottle. You got a new guy out here on the right, Nick Larson, number 88. Klessig back, heaves it deep.
He's got him.
Yeah, he made the catch, and he avoids a tackler. He's going to go in for another touchdown on the last play of the half. Klessig to Krugel again. Oh, my.
I just mentioned before, all your North secondary should be so far back. Unbelievable. How far was that, Marty?
63.
63 yards on the last. Yeah, there was 3 seconds when it was left, and then
Krugel's got 108 yards receiving in this 2nd quarter.
Why are any of the deep? I mean, God, wow, backbreaker.
Definitely. Extra point is also good at halftime. 22-0, South.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you. Getting that college education? What are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else?
Or will you dare do something different?
Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills. The smarts.
Yes, you.
You could be the teacher I never forget.
That'd be cool.
Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself?
What are you gonna make of me?
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
They say that when you're facing extreme danger, your life flashes before you. If you think that's sad, consider facing it before you even have enough life to flash before your eyes. Deaths and
by text is harsh. Try getting dumped by a tennis ball. My ex-owner drove me out to the woods, yelled fetch, and by the time I brought the ball back, he was gone. Yeah, I was pissed. But the folks at the shelter helped me let go of my anger. I learned coping skills, like taking it to the hole. Boom! Now I'm ready to fetch again. But how about I throw and you run and get it?
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
I dare you. I dare you to change the world. Yeah, you. Getting that college education.
I dare you to be somebody important.
Like be a teacher or a reality TV star.
I dare you to stand up here.
To call the shots.
To be a role model.
An inspiration. An innovator.
To be a teacher.
Think you can change my life? Make me excited about science like you?
Have a career that really means something?
Then do it.
I dare you.
Hey, look, it's those guys.
Get some drinks!
Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
You're doing great. We're gonna try this again, okay?
Okay.
Wheels, pedals, handlebar, brakes. Sit up straight, keep your weight in the center, keep your eyes on the road, hands on the grips, button the seat. If we feel ourselves falling, what do?
Just keep
pedaling. Good girl. Now remember, it's all about balance and steering. Steer with your hands, steer with your body. Steer into the corners and you stay out of trouble. And the bell's your buddy, so go ahead and ding that. All right, you ready? Here we go. Pedal, honey, pedal. There you go, you're a bike rider.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
Hey, I'm Tyler Perry. Do you know what hunger in America looks like? Well, it has many faces, and 16 million of those belong to children. Yet billions of pounds of food go to waste each year, and this is unacceptable. You can be a part of the solution. Join us in supporting the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks, which rescues our surplus foods and provides meals to many families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org today. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore, and frustration a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible. I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought and unconventional methods common. I'm a teacher. I make more.
Get caught buzz driving, and you could do some hard time.
Craig, knock it off.
Sorry, Mom.
It could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. And that could set you back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. God, no.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
As an American, it's hard to hear that we have a serious hunger issue in our country. And as a parent, it's even harder to hear that 1 in 5 of our kids struggles with hunger, especially when billions of pounds of good food are wasted every year. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide billions of meals to families in need right in your community. Visit feedingamerica.org to support Feeding America in your local food bank. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
So they say it's a man's world? I don't see anybody's name on it. While they were doing their thing, we slowly changed all that. Today, women can do anything men can do. And there's one thing we're even better at.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Hey, Gabby, how you doing? How's the play date and sleepover?
Dad, it was great.
Awesome. Okay, I'm on my way. Hey, guys, what are you doing?
We're going swimming. We're going biking. Yeah!
I'll see you in a little bit, guys. I love you.
Hi, babe. How was school today?
Hi, Dad. It was great.
Okay, honey. I'll be home soon. Remember, you're never too far away from your kids to be a dad. Reach out and take a second to check in, because sometimes the smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Oh, look, a redhead.
Staring contest.
You still got it.
I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
They were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Hi, may I please have an application? Thank you.
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
Okay.
Take that first step towards a better future. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. This is unacceptable, and something Feeding America is working to solve. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States, including yours. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
We taught him how to hit a baseball, how to hit a receiver, the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit?
We're back at South High School, and it's time for Marty Needs a Minute. WSCS Sports is trying something new this season. Topics of interest will be presented for viewers to consider. Here is Marty Needs a Minute. Sam Decker and Olivia Harlan were married in Door Counter in July. In lieu of gifts, the couple asked that guests and fans donate to Children's Cancer Family Foundation. Sam is Sheboygan's own, son of Todd and Carol Decker, and he carries with him the principles he was brought up with. Those principles were not only the product of Sam's parents, but also the schools he attended and the Sheboygan community. It takes a village to raise a child. One question you will hear: should pro athletes be role models? Sam and Olivia have answered that question with a resounding yes. We have seen this generosity and leadership from other pro athletes, and this unselfish behavior, will help to mold the next generation of athletes who will do what is best for their community. Sam will be playing for the Cleveland Cavaliers next season as he takes his Sheboygan upbringing on the road. We wish Sam and Olivia well as they begin the next chapter of their lives.
Very
Marty
nice.
needs a minute. All righty, let's go through some halftime stats, Chris. We looked at them. North, pretty pedestrian, 61 yards rushing in 20 carries, and 13 yards passing on one completion for a total of 74. South, quite impressive, Chris, actually. 87 yards rushing. Leading the way in that department was South High's Jackson Wolf with 63 yards, and then they had 137 yards passing for a grand total of 224. And of those 137 yards passing, Krugel, 4 catches for 109.
Well, big one on the end there, a 71-yarder as time.
61-yarder, by the way.
Yeah, as time expired. Coach O'Brien's going to have to get the troops ready and see how they respond. North does get the ball. A couple comments I have for the game for the second half. For North, you need to get some pressure on the quarterback. I mean, Klessing's been able to sit back there and throw a little bit, and you haven't caused any, ways that he has to think about throwing. And when he doesn't, it seems like he can get away from it, and he's run a little bit. And the second thing, remember what you did at the end of the first half. You had a nice drive going that unfortunately ended up just getting nothing. For South, continue the run. I mean, Marty just mentioned it. A lot of success on the ground by Wolf and then by Clavel there and Klessing. So keep running the football. And for South, obviously, when you're up 22-0, don't turn the ball over.
Really? Well, the one that Klessig had is looked like he was relatively in the open, and it just zipped out of his hands.
There you are, Marty.
Oh, look at that. Good shot by Greg Zablocki. Hey, guys, why don't you get in that picture? There you go.
I am smiling. Good decision by South here, too. They obviously got the ball first half. They're taking the wind in the second half, which I think is a smart move. I always like the wind at the end. A lot of people like to pin teams back right away to start the half. I don't. I want the wind in the fourth quarter when you might need to put a field goal up or throw the ball around the park.
Kickoff is picked up at the 15-yard line. Dave Johnson gets it up over the 30, and he lunges forward out to the 35. They're going to spot it around the 36, but a nice strong return that time. Let's see if let's see what the adjustments are by both teams.
Well, I'll say this. Dave Johnson got the message. This senior doesn't want to fall to South. Good kickoff return by that young man.
Ball spotted on the 36-yard line.
See if they attack the perimeter a little more here,
Yeah,
Marty.
Anderson looked pretty good on a couple of his carries. And a little option action there. Not much by North. I think it was Kraus on the carry.
Yeah, that one he should have pitched.
2nd down and 10, no gain for North. South has really stood tall on defense.
Yeah, that was Luke Wildman. He's been all over the field, number 44, the senior linebacker for South.
One guy that I thought would do a little better for North was Preston Schetzer, but they've held him in check pretty well.
Well, he got the ball early, Marty, and then there he just nowhere to go for Schetzer.
Maybe picked up a yard at best.
Yeah, he got some good carries to start, but then South adjusted and kind of read that, and Schetzer's ability to get into those gaps.
He had 5, 2, 3, and 2, 1, 0. I mean, he had 18 yards or 13 yards in the first quarter, but that was on 6 carries.
Yep.
He finished the half with 7 carries and only 15 yards. So they've been able to hold him in check. And again, it was a no gainer. Chris called it. I thought he might have gained something, but nothing. 3rd and 10. Anderson in motion. He takes it wide, tries to cut it up, and lunges forward over the 40 to about the 41, but he's going to be well short.
Good run, but difficult to get your 10 yards.
You need a missed tackle, and South is not missing them today.
No, and again, you know, maybe start with that. You know, just start with something different. I mean, you're down 22 to nothing. You have the wind. You haven't used your wide receivers or even your tight end yet tonight.
Krugel back deep. And he backs away. Smart move. Ball dies on the 21-yard line. The 1st and 10 South. Johnny Moss out on the field, helping the officials.
Well, they flipped the field, Marty.
They did that, but the way South has been able to move the ball, especially late in that 2nd quarter, doesn't seem to matter where they are.
Right. Well,
South has looked very good.
This looks like the deepest opening, you know, 1st down and territory for them.
Give it to Jackson Wolf, and not much doing there for Jackson.
No, and he was all bottled up by North, but again, 2nd effort got him a couple yards.
Yeah, maybe 1, Chris. We'll give him 1.
I was just thinking, Marty, I don't remember South starting, you know, near the 20-yard line in their own territory all night. They've always seemed to have it at the 35 or.
Right. We talked about that. You know, the 1st quarter was played in the middle of the field, basically. Another handoff. Wolf had a bit of an opening, gets it out over the 25.
And there's
3rd down.
Extracurricular activity by North and South. And it's.
Let's see who the penalty is going to go against.
I know who it is for South, which I hate to say this, but it doesn't surprise me.
All 4 officials conversing at the 30-yard line, trying to sort out what happened. Yeah, I mentioned about my senior year, our North-South game, and there's a little bit of John. Nothing like this. Nothing that created any penalties. And now, 50 years later, those guys are friends. I mean, we talk to each other. We hang out together. It's
What are they going to call here?
personal foul on North. Oh boy.
It takes two to tango, Marty. I don't agree with that call at all. Two people were pushing and shoving. I don't agree with this at all. But another personal foul against North.
Ball is spotted on the 42-yard line.
And again, that would have been 4th down for South.
Klessig on a pitch to Clavel Jr. And he gets taken down at about the 47. We got a South player down at the 35, at the 42. Can't catch the number of that young man. It is a lineman, Chris.
What is interesting, Marty, too, is we haven't mentioned
Oh,
it. Go ahead.
it's a kid with no number.
No, it's 66.
68.
This one's Owen Case.
Okay, that is Case?
Yep.
All right, I thought it was 68. Owen Case. Case is one of the starting offensive linemen. He's a junior.
I haven't mentioned this. This is the first time that Aurora Sports is doing these games this year. We've been so used to Pavea for the last 18 years. Aurora
Right.
Sports is now tending to our athletes. And
Who carried that ball that time, Chris, you know?
Wolf.
Okay. There you go, 2nd and 5. Whoa, goes way over Klessig's head, and he falls on it at the 33.
And that's a good decision. Why don't I try to pick that up? But Trey Klessing, that's an intelligent decision. We're up 22-0. We don't need to make a play. Let's just take the loss.
It's a big one, minus 15 yards. Clock running, 7:45 left in the 3rd quarter. It's 22-0. South on top. Another snap that didn't look too bad. Klessig had a little trouble handling it, but now he's got an opening. And he slips by one tackler and runs out of bounds. Going to be short of the 1st down.
Slipped by 2 tacklers there. There was a little pressure. I said there was no quarterback pressure. Where there you had it, but you didn't get to him. And Klessing
picks up 12 of those yards back.
Yeah, big and important 12 yards too. Everything's difficult for North.
Brennan back to punt for South.
Wow,
he's looking, and now he finally punts it.
Boy, that was a late punt. There's nobody illegally downfield on there.
Yeah, nobody. Well, not that great of a punt either. Went out near the 30-yard line. I thought he was going to take off and run.
I know, that's why I said there's guys all the way down the field. He hasn't even punted the ball yet. I don't know. Maybe I don't know anything anymore. I can hold the ball too. I'll wait till all 10 of my guys are down there and punt it away.
It was only about a 26-yarder.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Fake handoff. Kraus takes it, and he gets popped by Wildman in Case. Or no, that was number 68. The kid we don't have a
yeah, we do have a
on.
number for him. Castienda. What was I thinking here. Oh, you mentioned Wildman's name again?
Yeah.
A couple times. A lot of times.
He's second down and about 7. Anderson in motion. And run up the middle by Schetzer. He's going to have a first down. Finally knocked down at the 44-yard line. Is that Love Beringer again?
Oh, Schetzer, you're right.
Taken down by Luke Wildman. First down, Raiders.
First down for North.
Ball spotted right at the 45-yard line. A 12-yard run. Longest run of the day for the Raiders. Looked like a fumble, but it wasn't. Prowse looking to hand it off. Couldn't find anybody, so he kept it. Got it out to the 47 to pick up a 2. Clock running. North down by 22. You know, with this lumbering running game, they're never going to come back.
Yep.
They got to break off a big play. South has done a great job of limiting North, and there's another great job by the interior line.
Guess who else was there?
78, no number on that young man, but him
That's
and
what I
Wildman.
was looking for. Yeah, and Wildman again.
No gainer. Shea is the wide receiver at the bottom of the screen. Second back through. Schetzer gets it in South territory at about the 48. He's going to be short of the first down.
Yep, spinning and spinning.
Taken down by Lane Thompson.
Bayport, Pulaski, Preble, Notre Dame, all undefeated in the league. Pierre has just one loss. And you have Ashwaubenon on 1 and 2, and then you have Manitowoc, North, South, and Southwest that haven't won yet.
Yeah, I was expecting more out of Southwest. I think you were too, the way we were talking at the beginning. They're not very good this year. Anderson slipped by one tackler, but not the next two. Wildman again in the middle, along with Ezekiel Bruno in there.
Well, and again, I know you had mentioned those names, but Jonathan Yang was the one who set that up, sat there, kept that hole on the counter, and again, a turnover and downs on a very simple play. And again, we have not seen the wide receivers or the tight end used at all.
They've shown some good speed that Quinton Shea can run, but they haven't gotten him the ball except on that one kickoff return. Two of them, actually. Escobar Berg is one of the blocking backs, number 32. A man in motion, handoff to him. Trying to get around the corner is Chase Musin. His first carry of the night.
Oh, you can just see the pep in the step of the Red Wings, Marty. Got a nice, comfortable lead. I'll tell you that. Touchdown as time expired on the 61-yarder to Krugel. Just
that was huge.
Changed everything.
Porter Yang is wide to the left. Jackson Wolf takes it up to the 50.
A.J. Vogel on the stop.
Jackson Wolf carried the ball. A.J. Vogel made the tackle.
Nice call.
South in no hurry.
Mr. Horsch ought to listen to you. You could be a spotter.
I was going to mention, Marty, you said that North just taking all the time they want, you know, and where they should be a little more urgent. South is loving this. They can take time.
Yeah, 2:45 left in the quarter. And we get a whistle.
Cheating.
I think next week, Chris, we're halfway done with our broadcast season.
Well, next week's week 5.
Yeah, and I think we have 10 games.
Well, we got a couple Lakeland games coming up yet in the schedule. And that was a offsides on North, Marty. And now we got another flag. Now this shouldn't be right. Illegal substitution. And he just walked off the penalty. Oh, sideline infraction.
Chris is not happy with all these penalties, and I don't blame him.
So wait a minute. You just called a penalty and they didn't move it back. Oh, it's just a warning. Sideline warning.
Yeah.
Why'd they put the flag out?
I'm writing all this stuff
I
down
know.
for nothing. Plessig, nice little over the intended receiver.
Sorry about that, Marty. I see the
that's
flag
okay.
down. You see
Brennan.
the call.
Now there's a name, a number we haven't called much tonight. Brennan. Other than punting, I think he has one reception.
Well, he had that catch down here in the first half on the jump ball.
Yeah, that's the one I guess I was referring to.
Yeah, but the problem was, Marty, is that South found their running game, so they don't need to throw it as much.
Exactly. He had that 22-yard reception, that's right. Brennan, fake punt. He's got a receiver, it's complete. And a first down for South. Oh boy, he looked good on that throw too, Chris.
Well, he's a catcher. And as I said, you might as well open up the box tonight.
I didn't catch who caught that ball.
That catch was boy, I thought it was 25. It could have been 35.
We'll give it to 25.
There's no 25.
Yeah, there is. He went off the field.
Oh.
I saw him on the field. I mean, he may not have a number on our program. Plessig. No. Jackson.
Nope, Klessing, you're right.
Plessig, okay.
Keeps the drive alive.
Taken down by Patrick.
Yeah, they're just dominating play here, Chris. There's no doubt about it. Time of possession has got to be way in South's favor.
Well, you know what was strange, Marty? It was actually North had the ball more in the first half, but not of late. You're right. South had it for 10 minutes and 36 seconds. The second half here, Marty, North has had the ball only for 2 minutes and 14 seconds, so good call.
Well, that's not very good.
Nope.
Hard to score points without the ball.
Basically 9 minutes of possession for South, and they're leading. Now they got, regardless of what the outcome of this drive here, or even if they don't score, South still, or excuse me, North still
ate
a
up a lot of
long way
time.
away from the
What's
end
that saying? Sometimes your best defense is your offense?
Yep.
Plessig on a keeper. He's got the first down, and he dances out of bounds inside the 20.
And I think you got it. I mean, everything that South is doing is successful.
Isn't that the truth?
They are a couple gadget plays, a couple nice calls on offense. Quick strikes. South just, mouth is watering. I wouldn't be surprised if they keep it on the ground here and then go to the air when you get the wind.
Yeah, first down and 10, ball on the 20-yard line.
Or you can throw it here.
Klessig again pulling it down and gets tackled inside the 15.
Yeah, and there's just, again, one of those things. There's no quarterback pressure by North. Klessig can do whatever he wants. He can sit back there and throw. He can run. Saw him before, roll out and scamper for a first down. So we're going to go to the other end of the field.
Yeah, that's it. End of the third quarter. No score in that third quarter. We had no scoring in the first quarter, but at the end of 3 quarters of play, it's 22-0. That second quarter was a huge one. We'll be right back.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you? You know you do. That's why we're here. We're free and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Picking a college, man. You and us. Go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos. Go to GetSchooled.com.
Back at North High School, where Sheboygan South is winning this inter-city battle between Sheboygan North and Sheboygan South. It's been all South, basically, especially in the second half, Chris.
Well, and they're knocking at the door. 14-yard line, 2nd and 5, and 12 minutes to a victory. Kind of like that. You're inside the 20, you're up by 22, and you're 12 minutes away from celebrating, as you mentioned, the city rivalry.
Chris is just chomping at the bit to get an interview. Jackson Wolf not going anywhere on that carry. North defense stood tall there. Matter of fact, that was a loss. Wolf had 15 yards in the third quarter. It gives him 78 in the game on 14 carries. He's had a nice night. Klessig flushed out of the pocket and coming up and filling, making the strong tackle for North was number 23, I believe that was. Crispin Wesley. It's going to be 4th and a long one. Klessig takes the snap, cuts it up, and I believe he's got the first down. Great piece of camera work there by Greg Zablocki on the sideline. It is going to be a 1st and goal for South. Ball on the 8-yard line. Klessig looking left, throwing, goes incomplete. Little miscommunication between Brennan and Klessig. Brennan's saying, "Come on, man! You hardly threw to me tonight. Let's get together." 2nd and goal. Chris is shaking his head. Why aren't they running the ball?
No, that's not why I'm doing it.
Okay.
That's not why I'm doing it.
All right, we got 2 wide receivers to the left. Lars Krugel in the slot.
No, I would throw with the ball here, or with the wind.
Clavel on the carry. Got a little closer. It's going to be 3rd and goal for the Red Wings as they chew up the clock. Under 10 minutes already. Ball at the 5-yard line. Third down play for the Red Wings, and we get a timeout.
Another intelligent decision.
Don't rush into it.
No, Trey Klessing, you've played a real nice ball game tonight.
Yeah, it's been the South show tonight, Chris, for sure. I mean, I thought, you know, we talked about the North running game, and Schetzer and South was really good on defense.
Yeah, they've shut down that running game, and again, kind of a combination. I mean, North doesn't throw it, so the box was full, made the running game difficult, and wide receivers have gotten no action. We mentioned the tight end for North, no action, and I mean,
I think
then you can really stuff the box and take away the one strength the North seems to have is a running game, and when there's all those guys up, it's difficult to go. And then they didn't go to the perimeter either till late in the 2nd quarter.
Right, and we had mentioned in the first half the imbalance by North, you know, just running, and the balance by South being able to do both.
Yep.
And it just enhances your effectiveness on offense when you have the defense have to look at 2 things instead of just 1. All righty, 3rd down and goal. Ball on the 5-yard line. Pitch out. Oh, wrapping him up and stopping Clavel Jr. was Sheboygan North's A.J. Vogel. Had that play diagnosed early.
So we got 3rd and 4. I thought it was 4th.
It was 3rd and 5. 3rd and goal from the 5. It's now 4th and goal from the 10. Basically, they're calling it the 9 on the scoreboard, so we will too. It was a loss of 4 on the play.
Just 1. We're running. Watch a wheel route here by.
There it is. Well, corner play and jumping up, and did he catch it in bounds? That was the touchdown play from last week, Chris. It was that corner end zone pass, and South connected on it again. And it was Klessig to Brennan last week. It's Klessig to Brennan again this week. What a play.
A 9-yard strike.
You got it. That was a thing of beauty also. Wish we had some replays tonight. It'd be great to see that one again. We got a new kicker. Hallie Bolt bangs it home. All right, Hallie.
Not a girl.
That a
Former
girl. Announcer for WSCS. That's right. We'll take anybody. Hey, they let us do it. Oh, with that extra point by Bolt, the score is now 29-0 South.
Well, after that fake punt, that was a 6-minute and 29-second drive, but Marty, it seemed like it was a half hour.
It did, you're right.
And must have seemed the same way for the north sideline and players. Didn't see this one coming, Marty. I
No.
thought it would be a real
Ooh.
close
Yeah.
tussle, and as it has been the last few years. I mean, we've
You
had
mentioned at the beginning that the differences between the teams were so stark, all running by North, no passing, and all passing by South, and no running. Guess who's kicking off? Bolt. See if she can bang her deep. She had a nice extra point. Booted that one through. Oh, another left-footed kicker. You gotta love it. Wow. Boom. High, not very deep, taken at the 20-yard line. And a great return by North. Shea again.
Yep.
He's pretty quick.
Harris on the stop, along with Hare.
I'll tell you, Bolt pretty smart on that play. She stayed on the right hash mark. Shea was on the left hash mark.
He's quick. He's a
He
weapon.
is. Yeah.
You would think you'd run some kind of stretch play or something for him. You know,
Yeah.
from the far
Right.
side here, you know, like
Exactly.
line him up on the right here and then,
Make him a factor.
yeah, run him through and, you know, run Beringer or Schutzer up the middle and then get him on a stretch play and see if he can take somebody.
Schutzer in motion. And a whistle right before the snap. Lane Thompson pretty unhappy. He had a clean shot at Tanner Kraus, but whistle blew, stopped action. It was a penalty on North again. They've had a bunch of them tonight.
Well, if I'm South, I know this sounds strange to say, but you have Green Bay Preble yet ahead of you. But you beat the other 4 teams and you're in the playoffs. And that's what I would be shooting for.
Definitely.
If I was South, you have DePere,
Yeah.
Schwabenon.
Kuvu is one of the
Southwest
wideouts
left.
for North. First time we've called his number. But they're not passing tonight. Kraus keeps it, gets it up to the 45. It's about a 4-yard pickup for Tanner. Been a long night for the Northsiders. They just have not gotten the offense going.
Well, they've still got to be under 100, huh, Marty?
Well, I would think.
You didn't know
They
what they
just
got in the
have-
third quarter there? Not much.
Yeah, they have DePere next week. That's going to be DePere's very good again this year. Krau's keeping it, but he's taken down by number 68 for South, Jesus Castaneda on a good stop.
But on the other side, South has about, I would say 330, 340 yards on offense.
Oh, yeah, they got a bunch. Let's see if North tosses it up this play, and they don't. Love Beringer on the carry. And it's going to be 4th down. Nice pickup for Love Beringer, Chris.
Yep.
He picked up 6. Problem is, they still got 10 more yards to go. Fake handoff pitch to Anderson, and it was behind him. He's lucky to get it back, but in a way it doesn't matter because it's 4th down.
There's Anderson again, still fighting. I don't know what you're doing, young man. And it's being explained to him. You got a big penalty in the first half. You're fighting for a ball that's on the ground. It's 4th down. Hey. Come on. Think. The official has to have discussions with you. That's never a good sign.
Yeah, agree with you there, Chris. I'm just
quarterback.
wondering why they're so obstinate about not throwing a pass.
I don't know.
No passes in that quarter. No, 1 for 2 there. 1 for 2 in the game. Oh, running back taken down.
We don't know.
No number 25. Dylan Foth. Dylan Foth is the young man. Changed his number in week 1. Also at quarterback now is Noah Landre, number 15. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. A lot of white jerseys on the line too, Chris. Foth
trying,
hit.
struggling,
Yeah.
fighting. Just a sophomore. Nice to see Coach Harder get him in the game.
Yeah, got to get some of those other guys in. They practice all week too. 3rd down. Actually a loss of a yard on that last carry.
Yeah, nice shot of Brennan for the paper tomorrow.
Chase Zabel in the backfield alongside Landre now. Landre back looking, he's rushed hard. Can he get away? No. Can't. Making the stop for Sheboygan North was Larry Vandeweghe, the 3rd. It's going to be 4th down and a bunch.
Look at Wildman. Hand slapping all those guys who get an opportunity to play. That's your senior leader.
Exactly. Good call, Chris. Brennan back to punt again. This time he does kick it.
Too far though.
Yeah.
47 yards though.
Yeah, that was a good one. That's the best one of the year that we've seen.
Yep, with the wind.
We'll even mark that down on the stat sheet. North is going to get it back with 4:04 left.
It's Coach Tom Desatel.
Oh. He's got his Dodger hat on.
Yeah. Long time. A lot of people don't realize he used to work the chain gang here, Marty.
For years.
Yeah, he was on for these games.
I actually think his striped shirt from doing the sidelines is in the case in the field house.
He had a few more wins than he did chain ganging though.
Yes.
On the basketball court.
Pick up a 5 for Love Beringer. North hustling it up now, trying to get a score before the end of the game. Inside handoff. Actually was a fake to Beringer. I think it was Anderson on the carry.
No, it was
Schetzer.
It was Kraus.
Kraus.
Yeah, he didn't flip it out to Anderson.
Okay, picked up about 3. It's 3rd down and 2. And taking it up the middle was Love Beringer. No, I think that was Schetzer. Might as well go for it now, eh, Chris?
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't matter too much now. Clock rolling. You can see that on your screen. Great job by the guys. Nate Free running graphics, got it all to work. He was a little worried before the game. Robert Ingram, our director, and of course Richard Bartson and Greg Zablinski, Zielinski on the Zablocki on the cameras. Sorry about that, Greg. What's your name? Chris Wright?
Currently.
You're not in the witness protection program, huh?
No. Thanks for the soda, Marty.
Hey, you're welcome. Thank you for the sodas. You got a timeout, but we don't know who called it, and we don't care.
North did. There's Coach O'Brien.
Thank Coach O'Brien and Coach Harder for getting us the up-to-date stats for the game tonight.
Is Coach Harder in the red over there, I hope?
I don't know. He's not.
I have to find him over there.
He's in the gray, I believe.
Boy, when they all come
Standing right on the
across there, they
sideline.
all come. It's
That's right. You got to find a head coach, get
Yep.
somebody to talk to.
Yep.
I just grabbed number 2 and maybe number 10.
I would agree. That's who I'd like, but I always let the coach make those decisions.
All righty. 4th down and 2 for North.
Wildwin would be a good one, too. He played real nice on defense.
Oh, yeah. Get one of those defensive guys. They really put the clamps on. Oh, a nice pass and a catch. Anderson spun down at about the 40. But that was the kind of play we've been waiting for all night.
Anderson's down, though, Marty.
Oh, that's not a good thing. Checking into the ball game is Anakin Paulson.
Anderson's a nice player, too. Going to be coming back.
Yes, he's
got some games ahead.
Right. Got to get him to settle down a little bit. Don't get too emotional. That was a 13-yard pickup, Chris. That was a dandy. Clock stopped again. 2:14 left. I'll tell you, that Love Behringer's a big guy. 6 feet, 195. Only a junior. Chris, I heard prior to the start of tonight's game, because I was asking when does North play their opponent South in the JV game, and they said North doesn't have a JV team. Is that right?
I did not know that.
Okay. I know a couple of years ago, Anderson bouncing around a little bit, probably got a left ankle injury, it looks like. Rocking back and forth, he's in a little bit of pain on the bench. Yeah, maybe it's a cramp. All righty, here we go. Wind the clock. First down for North. Pitch out to Schetzer. He drops it and falls on it. No, he doesn't. North has, South recovers the fumble. Oh, man.
Well,
first and 10 for the Southsiders.
Should be knee time.
Yeah. See you later, Chris. Ball is spotted on the 35-yard line.
Onyx, out here. Block. Yellow. Man covered. On him.
Landry still at quarterback for South. Inside handoff to Chase Zabel. Not going to go very far. Second down. Clock running. South is going to attempt to just run it out here. Splitting out is Sean Lehman, number 33. And Ahmad Martin, number 18. Landre on the carry, I believe. It's going to be third down. You can see it on the screen, under a minute left. And in motion, give it to the second back, Zabel. Again, he's hit back in the backfield for a loss. And that could be, oh, there is a timeout on the field. North. That was fourth. No, that was third down. North called the last time out, try and get the ball back. I'm sure South will run a play on fourth down. It's been a tough go for North tonight. They've never really gotten much going on offense at all. South on the other side is really showing a good running game for the most part. Jackson Wolf doing a good job. He had about 80 yards tonight. And the passing game was very effective, especially in the second quarter when South scored 22 points and rolled up 112 yards passing. Andre dropping back, looking, fires deep. He's got a receiver out there. Over the shoulder attempt was incomplete by Anton, no, pardon me, get this right. Anton Jones, or was it Porter Yang? I think it was Porter Yang. But in any case, it's an incomplete pass. And North will get it back. Crispin Wesley is the wideout on the right side. Dade Johnson is the wideout on the left side. And a flag. Illegal substitution by North. It was Wesley. Oh boy. It's been pretty indicative of what's gone on all night tonight with North. They've had a bundle of penalties and just have not played well. Tanner Kraus throws up a rainbow. Johnson couldn't catch it. Goes incomplete. On the defense was Chase Musin.
Broken up by Chase Kuhn.
We've been looking for the passing game all night. It's a little bit late for it now. Johnson wide to the left. Love Beringer in the backfield. Kraus loading up and firing. Johnson with a great catch. And he's knocked down inside the 30-yard line. Oh man, that was a dandy. 1st and 10 for the Northsiders, 6 seconds left. Gonna have it on the 27-yard line. It's a 46-yard play. Oh man.
Timeout, North.
Timeout by North. That'll be their last timeout. Look for them to put it up on the last play of the game. We mentioned earlier, next week, Random Lake visits KLC. Chris will be doing that game. I will not be there. We look forward to seeing that ball game. We had mentioned this earlier. North travels to De Pere, and South travels up to Preble. Here we go. Kraus flushed under the pocket and is sacked. Making the sack for Sheboygan South was Ezekiel Bruno, and that's the ball game. South the winner, 29-0. Don't go too far from your TV sets. When we come back, Chris will hopefully have a couple of interviews for us, and I'll have some stat totals.
La 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 la, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Marie, you have prediabetes.
Prediabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get prediabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for prediabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
I love taking care of my mom. It wasn't easy at first. She learned how to better communicate her needs.
And you learned how to not ignore yours.
I discovered how to make healthier meals.
And I discovered how much I enjoyed them.
Becoming a caregiver is a learning experience for everyone. Find articles, tips, and tools from experts and others who have been in your place. The Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
If you don't fix them, sparks from dragging tow chains could cause a wildfire, and that could be scary.
Hi, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
When you're out there, there's no telling what you'll find.
I see it, I see it! Oh, look at you.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who wants to care of you.
Really? Buzz, what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smokey.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Maybe he's really focused.
Hey, Michael. Michael. Maybe he likes spinning the wheels.
Maybe he just loves trucks.
Maybe he's just being a boy. Preoccupation with objects is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
Red Wings here, a big victory tonight, I'll tell you. Everyone probably thought it would be a close game, never turned out that way. Let's start with the defense. Luke just ran over here. What was the plan tonight with your defense, with your coaching staff and everything?
Well, we knew coming out that their offense was the best part of the team, so we just had to come out and stop them, and that's what we did.
And this week with coaching staff and stopping the run, I mean, my gosh, that running thing is what we knew you were going to do, but I'll tell you guys, first couple, they got a couple runs, but after that, the rest of the night, it was a tough goal for them.
Yeah, you know, we were just disciplined. We followed our defense. We did what we had to do, and we closed it out.
Yeah, and you did a nice job. I know we kept calling Wildman on the play, and I mean, you just keep up the tradition of good hitting and tackling for South.
Yeah, you know, I just do what I do best.
I'm gonna ask all these guys the same thing. What does it mean to play in these big North-South games?
It means a lot. I mean, that's what a lot of these guys play for. I mean, their senior year. We all look forward to this. It's a big game for all of us.
Well, congratulations. The defense did a heck of a job. I know the offense puts the points on, but the defense did a nice job. How about your O-line tonight?
Yeah, they were the best game of the year by far. They provided a bunch of protection, got the run game going, able to spread the ball around. It was good.
Well, I said that. One of the things I said at halftime was that I think North had to get a little pressure on South's quarterback because he can do whatever he wants, and your boys up front just left you pretty much clean except when you had to scramble a little bit.
Yeah, I felt pretty comfortable in the pocket all night, I'd say. It was the best game that they played by far all year.
And you got a running game going, too.
Yeah, I was surprised about that, too. I had some good runs today. I don't know. Just came out of me, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, Wolfie, too, got some yards, too, running.
Yeah, he did. He powered the ball through. We ran a lot of power. We just wanted to ground and pound him and wear him out, so that's what we did.
And let the air attack go. And I'll ask you the same question. What does it mean for you?
It means a lot. Like, the big rivalry games, everybody looks forward to it. But we got 5 more games to go, so we're looking for some more dubs.
That's right. And I said earlier, I'll tell you something later, but I'll tell you what I've been thinking about that. Yeah, a couple more dubs would be great. Nice catch there at the end of the corner there, and you had to go up and get it. Kind of the same play as last week.
Yeah, thank you. I got to give all the credit to Trey and the coaches. Trey put it in a great spot. Coaches made a great call. We saw something we liked, and we just made it happen.
And I mean, there's a picture, hopefully you'll see it on the press website, but you were up there, had some hops up there to get that one.
Yeah, I had to work hard for that over the summer. I mean, this kid can jump pretty high too, but.
Wide receiver or punter, what do you like better?
Gotta go with wide receiver, definitely for this game.
Yeah, because you threw that pass too. You guys had a little trickery today, a little fake on the extra point and a pass there. That's kind of nice.
Hey, I got my shot, and I guess I still got a little bit of quarterback left in me.
Did you call that, or did the coaches call it?
No, coaches called that. We did that in practice, and it actually worked out pretty dang well.
And what? Yeah, Philly, yeah. Did you wink at him and something when you called because you knew it was coming?
I had to not smile when I came in.
All right, congratulations. What do these games mean to you? I know it's your first one. You got a couple ahead of you, though.
Yeah, it means a lot to me. Really, I was just playing for the seniors tonight. It's their last game, and it's their last North-South game, so we had to put on a show, and I had to do my best to make them happy. So I hope I did well and made them happy.
All right, let's talk about the big strike at the end of the first half.
Well, they called the play. They were running out on those outs, and I told the whole line, just give me some time, give our quarterback some time, and we'll air it out. And it was a little underthrown, but Had to make some magic happen.
What? Yeah, because he's not here, you can say that?
He said it himself. He said it himself.
But you just used your wheels. But again, 2 big strikes for you tonight, and it must have been fun getting that offense rolling.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I haven't been getting a lot of deep balls lately, and tonight was just an explosive night. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I'll let you quick tell me what you think about these North-South games since you're going to be your last 2.
I wasn't never a big football guy, but these North-South games, I live for these North-South games. This is awesome. This is the best part about senior year, probably.
Yeah, and these guys are baseball players, too. Hey, you guys mentioned getting a couple more W's and stuff, Luke. Come on over here. And I said up there, with a couple wins, don't be afraid that the playoffs is still maybe in your reach. So get 4 out of the 5, and maybe you get in there. Hey, congratulations, gentlemen. Enjoy your victory with the rest of your teammates. And with that, we're going to send it back to Marty.
Great job, Chris. It was real nice to see those boys so happy. Some final stats for a ball game. North finished with 152 yards of total offense. South slowed down in the second half. Only had 48 yards in the second half, but finished with 270 yards. And Lars Krugel had 4 catches for 107 yards. He had a big night. 2 of those long passes came in the second quarter. Trey Klessig finished with 11 carries for 38 yards. Jackson Wolf finished with 15 carries and 72 yards. One more time, South the winner, 29-0 in the annual North-South game. Our next game will be next Friday when Random Lake visits KLC. A great job by the crew tonight, and for my partner, Chris Wright, and I'm Mike Martin saying thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you down the road.
Thank you.